The officer gets to Frost and he's like, yo, this guy Blade, he basically nearly killed me. And Frost gets so annoyed that he decides he's gonna kill this officer, so he does. Frost sends the guy that Blade burned in the first part of the movie. It seems like a running joke throughout this movie that he's just gonna get beat up. Like, that's his thing. We meet the record keeper, and I don't know if this is a man or a woman, so I'm just gonna blur that out, because I have no idea if this is a man or a woman.
He's here! He's here!
This must be Pearl, the record keeper.
You know, I did not edit that in. That is part of the movie, so don't blame me on the fart. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy because I'm on iMovie because I don't have a Mac right now and I want to be able to blur it out. I'm so happy, yay. Basically, that's like the librarian of the storage. Every time the keeper lies, Karen burns them more and we find out about the blood god.
There's nothing you can do about it, Daywalker!
Is that so?
Well, that's what Frost says.
Now, the blood god is basically the god of blood. We learn about the vampire Bible.
These are the pages from the Book of Erebus, the Vampire Bible. It contains everything, their entire history. The Magra must be one of their legends.
Blade sees this like little kid running through and he gets to her and she's a distraction. He beats her up. I mean, she beats him up. That would be terrible. She beats him up and he gets tied up by the bad guy, you know, that was set to get him. And someone gets their hand cut off by this wax sword. It has little knives at the end and it like swirls around and cuts off your hand. It was really cool. So Whistler comes in saving the day and he kills a bunch of vampires because he's cool like that. He saves Blade and Karen and they go into this like behind the train. This fight scene's actually pretty cool with the train. It's a thing with the early 2000s and trains in Marvel movies. Like in the next movie we have X-Men and then Blade 2. I haven't seen that, but Spider-Man has trains. Like, what's up with trains in Marvel? Karen stabs the guy in the leg with Blade's sword, and Blade throws him into the train full on Spider-Man 3 style. The guy runs away because he's scared and beat up again, and Blade like holds Karen and catches the back of the train to escape, and they escape. Blade slowly starts turning into a vampire, and we find out how Whistler found him. He was just like a little kid, and Whistler was about to just murder him, but realized he's a daywalker. Before I explain what a daywalker is, first I should tell you how he became one. Blade's mom was attacked by a vampire right before Blade was born. That made him half human, half vampire, which is basically what a daywalker is. A daywalker is a vampire that has like all the strengths of a vampire except for age and the strengths of a human, so best of both worlds. We see that Whistler can't find a cure for it, and Blade is starting, his blood is starting to become stronger. So we find out how Whistler got into this. So his family was murdered by vampires. And that's why he's been doing this with Blade, so he can kill vampires, basically. So one of the people on the chair, board, whatever, Frost takes the fangs out of them, and the sun rises, and it's a classic thing where vampires can't go out in the sun, and he burns alive. And honestly, it is really graphic. Like, the CGI is not good in this movie, but I think they put it all to this one scene.